Students, today we shall continue with the next point of Linux basics, that is general purpose utility commands. In the last lecture you have seen with what is login and what is logout. Different general purpose utility commands. The Linux command is a utility of the Linux operating system. That is, the Linux commands are the extra facilities provided to you by the Linux operating system. The commands are executed on the Linux terminal. The terminal is a command line interface to interact with the system. This is similar to the command prompt in the DOS or Windows operating system. You have already used the command prompt of DOS or Windows operating system, where you just type in the command, press enter, the command is executed and the output is given to you on the screen. The most important thing, commands in Linux are case sensitive. That is, all the commands in Linux are given in lower case. If we specify them in uppercase, that is in capital letters, it will not get executed. So we shall start with the first command, that is the cal command. We can invoke the cal command to see the calendar of any specific month or a complete year. The syntax is cal, we can specify the month and year whose calendar you want to see. These both are optional and these are known as arguments. If the arguments are given in square brackets, that means they are optional. If you used without option, it will display a calendar of current month and year. So we shall see some examples. First example, if we give directly cal command without any options. You can see over here, if we give the cal command without any arguments or options, it will display the current month calendar. You can see over here, cal displayed the December 2018 calendar. Second example, cal, and here I have specified two arguments, month and year. So it will show the calendar of selected month and year. So cal at the bash prompt 0820. So this will display the calendar for the year 2000 and month August. Next example, when you specify only the year, it shows the whole calendar of the year. So at the bash prompt here I have typed cal 2018. It shows me the calendar of the full year. And the last example, when we give the option -3 for the cal command, it shows the calendar of previous month, current month and the next month. So this will be the current month, previous month and next month. You can invoke the cal command to see the calendar of any specific month or a complete year. The arguments specify month and year for which cal displays calendar. The month is a decimal integer from 1 to 12 and the year is a decimal integer. If you do not specify any arguments, cal displays a calendar for current month. Okay, so I hope you have understood the cal command. Next we will move on to the date command. It is used to display the system date and time. It is also used to set date and time of the system, but setting of date and time can be done only by the super user, that is the system administrator. You must be the super user, that is you have to have the root login to change the date and time. Syntax is date command with option and format. Again, both the things are optional. If we just give date at the bash prompt, it displays the current date and time, including the abbreviated date name, month name, date of the month, day of the month, the time separated by colons, the time zone name and the year. So here you can see the example of date. You can display the current date with the date command, which shows the date and time. Okay, The command can also be used with suitable format specifiers as arguments. The supervisors can use it to change the time and date. So only the super user can change the date and time. Next we'll move on to the third command, that is the BC command. BC command is used to invoke the calculator. It displays the calculator. It is used for command line calculator. So at the bash prompt, just type in BC and press enter. Then you can type the equations which you want to execute. Linux provides two types of calculators, a graphical object that looks like one and the text-based BC command. When you invoke BC without arguments, the cursor keeps on blinking. BC belongs to a family of commands that expect input from the keyboard. BC performs only integer computation and truncates the decimal portion. To enable floating point computation, you have to set scale to the number of digits of precision. So here you can write at the bash prompt scale is equal to 2. So example of BC is, at the bash prompt type BC and press enter, and whatever equation you want to calculate you can type. Here you can see 12 plus 5, you press enter, you will get the answer 17. After that you can type on the next equation and so on. When you want to exit from the BC command, you have to press Ctrl D. When you will press Ctrl D, again you will get the bash prompt. And the last command, that is the last general purpose utility command, is the who command. The Linux who command lets you display the users currently logged into the Linux operating system. So those users who have logged into the Linux operating system network can be seen with the help of the who command. You can see information about your current login session by using the who command. So the syntax is, at the bash prompt you can give who, option and file name, these both are optional. The who command lists all logged in users. Who is regularly used by system administrator to monitor whether terminals are being properly utilized. Linux maintains an account of all users who are logged on to the system. So this Linux operating system maintains a log files which contains the information about all the users who have logged in, when they have logged in, which processes they have executed, how much time they were idle, and what time they logged out. So here you can see the who command. So if I am the super user, I will be able to see my username, my terminal name, what date and time I have logged in. The first column shows the username of the user currently working on the system. The second column shows the device name or the terminal of the respective machines. The third, fourth and fifth column shows the date and the time of the login. So such type of output you can see on the screen. If you are a super user, you will be able to see the different terminals who have been logged in and the time, how much time they were idle, which processes they were executing, and so on. Thank you.